First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Out is Eddie Pinheiro to get this one started. And off we go here in Atlanta. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And it's a positive start, a gain of 5 to get things going. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you... Receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
First carry here for Kyron Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain, fresh set of downs.
Here we go. At the 60. Go.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. but the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. That one is good. And the Rams are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. London brought in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss. They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. This brought in out past the 20. Start on the ground, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll run with the former Badger Braylon Allen. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion.
Williams hit, and he loses the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Now, Obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Rams first down. They send him right out of the slot. They'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They face 2nd down and 7. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Atwell sent in motion here. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's a screen set up to Williams. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Quick throw here is complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the right, that's Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And you work this forward to the 35. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Here's third down and a few inches. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. You don't need much. It is third and inches. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Here's first and 10. He'll find his running back, Cook. Down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. So a big one there to start the drive. 62 yards. Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Track at 60. Set up. Ready.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Open man, he's got it. It's London. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take
a throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson. Still on the move. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Rams. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Go. Check go.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. And is downfield to the tight end Pitts. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, they run with Allen. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Falcons, nothing.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. That's the tight end, Pitts. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught right side. It's London.
Completed number 5, Drake London. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 11. Back to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. They'll go again with Robinson. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now, deep ball for London. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Falcons getting their punter out there as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Atwell. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. The quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. Punt team headed out for the Rams. They'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. That is fielded at the 13. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. First and 10.
Here we go, set.
London brought in motion. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
Let's go now.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Take go.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through two plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
19, Tiger.
Throwing now on third and long. That's to Pitts, the tight end. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up fourth down. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll begin here on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. Set to go now on first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught! And he's into the end zone. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's his fourth touchdown on the year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
On the set. Here we go, here we go. Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Set. Set, go.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
That is a big play for L.A. 31 yards. They'll try to run this one in. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Second and goal. They'll go with him again. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Braylon Allen. Touchdown, L.A. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams able to add on. It is now 27-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
On the double. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the left side in the hands of London. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Falcons are able to cut into the deficit. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Atwell sent in motion here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Williams. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. It's another run here for Williams. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. The Rams punting unit coming out. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
That one taken in by London. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over, barring something unforeseen. You got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready, ready. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to the air one more time. There's that man again. Another catch.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Let's go now.
They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. From the 2 now, here's second and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And now it's third and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Falcons are able to edge a bit closer. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it.